You know how everyone tells you to find your niche? Well, what happens when you're curious about, everything? When your passions are scattered all over the place? Today, we are tackling that exact problem. We're going to talk about how you can take a dozen scattered interests and weld them together into one single powerful brand. Let's go from chaos to clarity.
I mean, this is the classic creator's dilemma, isn't it? You're obsessed with history, but you also love messing with AI. You're fascinated by books, but you also want to host live trivia nights. How in the world do you connect all those dots into something that makes sense to an audience and, maybe more importantly, to the algorithm?
Okay, here it is. This is the big aha moment. The problem isn't that you have too many interests. The real issue, the thing that's actually holding you back, is the lack of a single unifying promise. A guarantee of value that your audience gets every single time they click play, no matter what the topic is.
So, how do we build that promise? Well, that's where this brilliant framework comes in. It's called the niche definition pyramid. And you can really think of it like a blueprint for your brand. It's designed to take all of those things that feel random and organize them into a clear, solid structure that actually makes sense.
The pyramid itself, it's built on three really simple but incredibly powerful layers. At the very top, you've got the promise. Holding that up in the middle are the pillars. And forming that solid foundation at the bottom, we have the formats. So let's break down each one.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts at the top with your core promise. This is your North Star. It's the one sentence that defines the value a viewer gets from you, whether you're talking about ancient Rome or the newest AI tool. It's the answer to that fundamental question, why should anyone care? To make this super real, let's just imagine a channel for a second. We'll call it Dave's Curiosity Corner. His promise is simple, it's clear, and it's so powerful. Learn something new every day. Right there, it doesn't matter what the topic is, because the audience knows the value they're going to get is a new piece of knowledge. That's the deal. That's the contract. But look, a promise is just a starting point. You have to actually deliver on it, right? And that's where the middle of our pyramid comes in, your content pillars. These are the main topic categories, the different roads you take to fulfill that core promise you made at the top.
Now, what's so cool here is how this organizes all of Dave's different passions. He's got 4 pillars: books, AI, a rotating fun with category, and even a live trivia club. I mean, look how different they are, and yet every single one delivers on that promise to learn something new. This setup doesn't just give the audience clarity, it also creates super clear ways to make money within each pillar. It's genius.
Okay, so a promise is great, pillars are great, but all of that is kind of invisible if you don't actually signal it. And that brings us to the foundation of the pyramid, your formats. This is the tactical, on-the-ground stuff. It's how you prove your promise to the world over and over and over again.
Just take a look at these title formulas. By using keywords like learn or did you know every single time, Dave is doing 2 really critical things. 1, he's instantly reminding his human audience of the value he provides. And 2, he's basically training the algorithm to understand exactly who his content is for. It's a clear signal to both people and machines. And this consistency applies to the visuals too. I mean, this is a masterclass in branding. The tagline, "Learn something new," is baked into every single thumbnail. He uses little badges and even color codes his pillars, so a viewer can spot a Dave's Corner video in a split second and know exactly what they're in for. That's how you build trust through design. And this system extends everywhere, from the core hashtags to the very first line he says in a video. Even the closing question he asks brings it all back home. Every single element is working together to scream the exact same message. This is the place you come to learn. So after all this work, what's the end result? What's the big payoff? Well, the pyramid takes what feels like a bunch of random, chaotic topics and transforms it all into a strong, cohesive, and totally predictable brand identity. Just look at this side-by-side comparison. On the left, the unfocused approach. It's just chaos. It confuses viewers, it confuses the algorithm, it feels unreliable. But on the right, with the pyramid, that exact same variety is now held together by a crystal clear theme. And suddenly, the brand feels focused, it feels dependable. And honestly, this is the ultimate payoff. With this framework, your wide-ranging curiosity stops being a weakness, a bug in the system, and it becomes your greatest strength. It becomes a feature that keeps your audience excited to see what in the world you'll teach them next. You can see the entire pyramid at work in something as simple as the channel's About section.
For any new person who stumbles upon the channel, it instantly answers that question, what's in it for me? It kicks off with a promise, it clearly lists out the pillars, and it uses all the right keywords. It's the whole strategy in one clear paragraph.
So if you take away just one single thing from all of this, let it be this. Your niche isn't a topic, it's a promise. The question we should be asking ourselves isn't, what should I talk about? But instead, what value do I promise my audience every single time?
This quote just sums up the whole viewer experience perfectly. For a channel built on this pyramid, the audience gets this amazing feeling of delightful surprise, but it's anchored in total reliability. You never know what you're gonna learn, but you know for sure that you will learn something.
And so that leaves us with one final, crucial question to ask of our own work. Just for a moment, forget about topics, forget about formats, and just ask yourself, what promise does my content make?